Welcome to WealthWise. In this video, we'll be discussing Personal Finance 101, setting financial goals and achieving financial freedom. Personal finance is an essential part of maintaining a healthy and stable life, and it's important to have a solid understanding of how to manage your money. In this video, we'll be covering everything from understanding your current financial situation to setting financial goals, creating a budget, managing and reducing debt, building an emergency fund, investing for the future, building and maintaining credit, saving for retirement, and much more. Personal finance is the process of managing your money and making financial decisions that will help you achieve your goals. It involves understanding your current financial situation, setting financial goals, creating a budget, managing and reducing debt, and investing for the future. It also involves saving for retirement and building and maintaining credit. Personal finance is an essential part of leading a financially stable life, and it's important to have a solid understanding of how to manage your money. This includes understanding where your money is coming from, how much you have, where it's going, and how to make the most of it. Understanding your current financial situation is the first step in achieving financial freedom, and it's important to identify any areas of financial weakness such as high levels of debt or low savings, and work on addressing these issues. Setting financial goals is a crucial part of personal finance. It's important to be specific, measurable, and achievable. Having clear financial goals can help you stay focused and motivated, and they can also help you prioritize your spending and savings. Creating a budget is an essential tool for managing your money. It allows you to control your spending and keep track of where your money is going. When creating a budget, it's important to make sure it's realistic and allows for some flexibility. This will make it easier to stick to in the long run. Managing and reducing debt is another important aspect of personal finance. This may involve creating a debt repayment plan, negotiating with creditors, and consolidating loans. It's important to take control of your debt, otherwise it can accumulate and hold you back from achieving financial freedom. Overall, personal finance is about understanding your money and taking control of it to achieve your financial goals and ultimately, financial freedom. The first step in achieving financial freedom is understanding your current financial situation. This includes analyzing your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. It's important to know your net worth, which is the difference between what you own, assets, and what you owe, liabilities. This can be done by creating a balance sheet that lists all your assets such as your savings account, investments, and property, and all your liabilities such as loans and credit card debt. Once you have a clear picture of your current financial situation, it's easier to identify areas of financial weakness and make a plan to address them. Additionally, it's important to understand your cash flow, which is the amount of money coming in versus the amount going out. Create a budget which will help you keep track of your expenses and make sure you are living within your means. Identify any areas where you can cut back on your spending, and see where you can make adjustments. Understanding your current financial situation is essential to making informed decisions about your finances and making a plan to reach your financial goals. Without this understanding, you may find yourself making decisions that are not in your best interest or failing to achieve your goals. Take the time to analyze your finances and create a clear picture of where you stand financially. This will set you on the path to achieving financial freedom. Setting financial goals is an essential step in achieving financial freedom. It allows you to define your financial aspirations and gives you something to work towards. When setting financial goals, it's important to make sure they are specific, measurable, and achievable. Here are a few tips to help you set effective financial goals. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to save money," set a specific goal like, "I want to save $10,000 in the next year." Make them measurable. Your goals should have a quantifiable outcome that you can measure progress against. Set achievable goals. Make sure your goals are realistic and attainable. Prioritize your goals. Identify which goals are most important to you and focus on them first. Make them time-bound. Give yourself a deadline to achieve your goals. By following these tips, you can set effective financial goals that will help you achieve financial freedom. It's also important to regularly review and adjust your goals as your financial situation changes. Creating a budget is an essential step in managing your money and achieving your financial goals. A budget is a detailed plan that outlines your income and expenses and helps you keep track of where your money is going. To create a budget, you'll need to identify your income sources. This includes your salary, any investment income, and any other sources of money that you receive on a regular basis. List your expenses. This includes both fixed expenses, such as rent or mortgage, insurance, and utility bills, and variable expenses, such as groceries, entertainment, and transportation. Be sure to include both monthly and occasional expenses such as vacations, birthdays, holidays, or seasonal expenses. Categorize your expenses. Group your expenses into categories such as housing, transportation, food, entertainment, etc. This will make it easier to identify areas where you can cut back on spending. Set realistic goals. Determine what you want to achieve with your budget and set realistic goals. It's important to remember that goals should be specific, measurable, and achievable. For example, you may want to save a certain amount of money every month, pay off a certain amount of debt, or increase your income. Monitor and adjust your budget regularly. It's important to keep track of your progress and make adjustments as needed. Review your budget regularly and make changes as necessary. For example, if you're consistently overspending in one category, you may need to adjust your budget to account for this. A budget is not a one-time thing, it's a living document that will change as your life and financial situation changes. It's important to be flexible and adjust your budget as necessary to stay on track with your goals and avoid overspending. Managing and reducing debt is a crucial aspect of achieving financial freedom. High levels of debt can lead to financial stress and make it difficult to achieve other financial goals. One effective strategy for managing and reducing debt is creating a debt repayment plan. This can involve listing all of your debts, including the creditor, interest rate, and minimum monthly payment. Then, prioritize your debts by interest rate, with the highest interest rate debts at the top of the list. Next, create a budget that allocates as much extra money as possible towards paying off the highest interest rate debts first. Another strategy for managing and reducing debt is negotiating with creditors. This may involve asking for a lower interest rate or a temporary reduction in monthly payments. It is important to communicate with your creditors and let them know about your financial situation and your desire to repay your debts. Consolidating loans can also be an effective way to manage and reduce debt. This involves combining multiple loans into one loan with a single lender and usually a lower interest rate. This can make it easier to manage and track your payments, and in some cases, it can also lower your monthly payments. It is also important to address the root causes of high levels of debt, such as overspending and living beyond one's means. This may involve cutting expenses, increasing income, and creating a realistic budget. By managing and reducing debt, individuals can free up more money to put towards other financial goals and improve their overall financial stability. Building an emergency fund is an essential step in achieving financial freedom. An emergency fund is a savings account that's set aside specifically for unexpected expenses, such as a job loss, medical emergency, or unexpected home or car repair. The general recommendation is to have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up in an emergency fund. This can provide a cushion for unexpected expenses and prevent you from having to rely on credit cards or loans. When building an emergency fund, it's important to set a savings goal and make sure to regularly contribute to the account. Start small if you need to, and increase your contributions as your income and budget allows. Many experts recommend automating your savings by setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. This makes it easy to save without having to think about it. It's also important to consider the location of your emergency fund. A savings account at a FDIC-insured bank or credit union is a good option, as it provides easy access to your funds while also earning interest. However, it's also important to consider whether you want to keep your emergency fund in a separate account from your other savings to avoid the temptation of dipping into it for non-emergency expenses. In summary, building an emergency fund is a crucial step in achieving financial freedom and security. It provides a cushion for unexpected expenses and helps you avoid the reliance on credit cards and loans. Setting a goal, making regular contributions and automating the process, and keeping it in a separate and FDIC-insured account. Investing is an important aspect of achieving financial freedom, as it allows you to grow your money over time. When it comes to investing, it's important to have a clear understanding of your goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. There are many different types of investments to choose from, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and mutual funds. It's also important to diversify your portfolio to spread risk. Before making any investment decisions, it's important to do research and consult with a financial advisor to ensure that your investment strategy aligns with your overall financial goals. Having good credit is essential for many financial activities such as obtaining loans, credit cards, and even rental agreements. Building and maintaining good credit can be accomplished by paying bills on time, keeping credit card balances low, and limiting the number of new credit applications. It's also important to regularly check your credit report for errors and to address any inaccuracies promptly. Additionally, diversity of credit types, like having a mix of credit card, personal loans, and mortgages, can also have a positive impact on your credit score. You can also consider using a secured credit card to establish a positive credit history, or becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card. It's also important to note that building credit can take time and patience, so be consistent and responsible with your credit habits, and over time you will see an improvement on your credit score. Saving for retirement is an essential part of achieving financial freedom. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow and compound. There are several retirement savings options to consider, such as a 401k or IRA. It's important to do your research and understand the differences between each option, as well as the contribution limits and tax implications. You should also aim to diversify your portfolio and include a mix of stocks, bonds, and cash. Additionally, you can consider hiring a financial advisor who can help you create a retirement plan that's tailored to your needs. As you work towards achieving your financial goals, it's important to remember that personal finance is an ongoing process. You should regularly review and update your budget, reassess your financial goals, and stay informed about any changes in the economy or financial regulations that may affect your financial situation. It's also important to seek guidance from experts if you feel like you're struggling to understand or manage your finances. Financial advisor, certified public accountants, and other financial experts have the knowledge and skills to help you make the most of your money. In addition to these, you should also seek out financial education resources, read books, articles, attend seminars or workshops, and be open to learning to help you make better financial decisions. With the right mindset and resources, you can achieve financial freedom and live the life you want. Remember, financial freedom is not a destination, but a journey. It will take time and effort, but with commitment, you can achieve it. Thank you for watching our video on Personal Finance 101, setting financial goals and achieving financial freedom. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe for more great content from WealthWise. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We hope you found this video helpful, and we wish you the best of luck in achieving your financial goals.